What's going on TikTok? It is the Badwolf, the man of mystery. Remember, if you guys want to catch up with me, find me on YouTube under James C Lovett or at symbol the Badwolf. All right. So this goes out to the ladies. You guys know I love you guys. All right. Some of you guys are obviously better than others. Let's just keep it real. So I've been hearing this term where ladies are like, oh, men be acting sassy these days. Woo, woo. All right. Now, there are some men who do act sassy. All right. Very limpristant, ladylike, acting bougie. But see, that ain't nothing than what we're normally used to dealing with from most women in general, is women being sassy. So if women can be out here acting like men, why can't men be acting like women? And then you want to call them sassy. But really what it is that men are finally for the first time able, because of you ladies, so in a weird way, thank you for our liberation. Men before could not act sassy without being called gay or this or that or whatever. Now we can. And men had to be nothing but 100% hard and tough and rigid. We couldn't be in touch with our emotions or feelings or thoughts. Buck up, walk it off, let the women be that way. Well, now the men are like, yeah, I know my worth. I can now ask to be taken out to a good place. See, and I know some of you women are going to disagree with me on this, but, men control the marriage factor. Okay, the man is usually the one who asks the woman. And a man ain't going to get married to a woman unless he's for sure. A woman will settle. Men don't settle. Men, we bring all of our A game to everything and we get the best we can. And that's what usually women do at the same time. But men control that. Women control the sexual aspect of the relationship. Men control the marriage. And at the end of the day, women will use the sexual aspect to try to get to the marriage part. So understand this, that it's all a give and a take. All right. But really what it is when it comes to men being sassy, it's men are finally understanding their worth, that, yeah, you guys want to say everything should be, women are equals. Okay, well, if women are equals, then equally, I know I want to go to a nice place. And equally, we should pay the bill. Or equally, you pay this time, I pay next time. If you guys are going to say there's no standards that we have to necessarily go by because you guys are acting modern, but you want us to be, traditional, but then you want to abuse us with to those who do this, modern concepts, but you want us to hold the line while you take from us what you want. Oh, no, no. So you guys sparked this revolution, and men are jumping on board, and that's why men are avoiding women for most standard relationships, because they don't want to have to hear the talk. They don't want to have to hear you're acting sassy, you're this or that. No, I just don't want it. We're taking our ball and we're going home. For those people this applies to. So yeah, men now understand and know that they have a worth, and it's acceptable to stand on that worth and to have standards. Most women out there don't see a man who's under 5 foot, under 150 pounds, doesn't have a six pack, doesn't have 6 figures, doesn't have a 6-inch unit. He's socially invisible to the average woman. So when you say where all the good men are, yeah, all the good men are out there right in front of you, but they're invisible to you. Because you want the alpha males, you want the sigma males, you want the giga chads, the giga tyrones, the ultra Brads, the ultra Alexes, with all the money and all you want the creme de la creme. So you don't want just a good man. You want the upper echelon of all men, which is like 1 to 3%. All right. So yeah, guys do know their worth, and there's a lot more women out there than men. Men do most of the hard work in the United States. Women usually work a little bit less, and also because of that get paid less. If you want these things to change, then be the change. But here's the thing. Whether you're gay, straight, bi, poly, trans, cool. On behalf of the Bad Wolf, cool. But you don't need to shove it down other people's throats. You can't make other people go, well, you're going to address me as them and they. Whatever your name is what I'm going to address you as. Whatever you do with your crotch and how you dress is up to you. I don't care at all. Zero. Okay? I come from the real world where there's real world problems and real world solutions. And you're not a king or a queen to me, so I don't need to address you any kind of specific way. Matter of fact, if you guys don't want to call me the Bad Wolf, my name is James. Middle initial C, last name is Lovett. That's all. And as long as you're not calling me a racial slur or anything else like that, I don't care. And hell, even if you do, I don't care. I'm a grown man. You calling me out of my name or whatever else doesn't affect me. Now, amongst your own people, if you want to be accepted and you want them to accept you, then yeah, you respect those things amongst yours. But you cannot force your ways, thoughts, or whatever else on other people. Everybody has their own rights. Because you feel some kind of way doesn't make me have to comply with it. So yeah, men do now know their worth. Some men, if you want to call it acting sassy, but really what it is we have standards. We have boundaries, just like women do. See, men used to have to take it. A woman slaps you. Woman calls you out your name. You can't act soft, or you can't like nice things, delicate things, because you're a man. Those days are over. So thank you guys for helping to initiate that change. But also keep in mind, when a lot of you women also talk about like an emotionally intelligent man, though I really don't care for that term, but I get it. A lot of you women fumble the man. I've been fumbled a number of times because women cannot handle me. And I'm not saying in a way like, oh, I'm sassy, like, oh, you can't handle me. No, that's not what I'm saying. What it is that you expect a man to follow and do all the things that you want him to do. No, he will do the things that you need him to do of him if asked and respected properly. And some things he doesn't want to do, so he's not going to do it. There's lots of things you ladies like, oh, I don't do that, or I'm not going to do that. Okay. And you want us to respect it, so respect it that if you get a good guy, someone like me, a Sigma male or whatever else, or, whatever, we're not your slaves and you're not ours. That's you guys have said you guys aren't our slaves, so we're not your slaves either. A relationship is about doing for the other person because you want to do them for them. You want, and then in return, you know that they're going to do the things that you want. And even if it's not something you necessarily care for or want to do, you do them because you don't want that other person to go somewhere else to have a want from somebody else. So a lot of ladies out there, you guys are fumbling good men, or you're fumbling men. You're passing up a lot of the good men, and then you're going to the upper echelon, your alphas, your sigmas, and all the ladies are pining for those guys. So you end up sharing those guys and getting played and getting your box beat up, and then tossed on the side of the road because you're like, well, I shouldn't have to settle. It's not settling if you get somebody on your level who respects you and wants to be with you. You're going for the Greek gods and the Atlantis gods on the top of the echelon, so you're going to get what you have coming if you ball with the elites. You're trying to hang out with essentially multimillionaires, and you don't want to foot the bill, and you're like, well, hey, I got some tender down here. Well, they get the tender, and then that's all they use you for. And then your tender is only good to the next person who wants to tender it. But you're not built to run in that. Doesn't mean you can't. It's not impossible. But just understand there's rules to it. You're leaving your pond and you're going to a bigger lake. And a lot of y'all can't swim. In other words, you're fumbling good men because you don't know how to handle and take care of them and to treat them and to be ladylike and to bring peace. And you don't have peace within your own mind and in your own soul for your desires. Social media ruins your mind because so many people are after you. You think that's everybody should chase you. No. Choose wisely, love yourself, get focused.